Hi, this is Dr. Kiblowski, and I just wanted to give you some tips on getting started on your PowerPoint presentation for the final pitch. So let's go ahead and take a look at the presentation I put out there. That was a sample template, all right? So you've all seen this. You might have looked through that. That's a sample template I sent out to everybody. So I'm going to go through here and just create a couple of slides and give you some tips. Here's the title slide here. What you might want to do is just put in your logo if you have a nice logo, and put in the track and then the information right from here. Now, one thing you might want to also do is copy this, and then go to your slide and paste it in there. And you could put KY pitch somewhere. You know, you could put KY pitch at the top or something of that nature on your slide, or you can put it over here, whatever you'd like. You know, but I would put it somewhere. And that way you have a title slide that's showing this is KY Pitch, this is your company name, it's a developed track, this is who you are, and if you want to put your name a little bigger, just go ahead and make it a little larger, 40, okay? Because you want them to remember you, okay? Now, that takes care of that title slide. Now we get to sometimes the crazy part. The crazy part is when we get to your history and story. Some of you have quite a bit of text in your history and story. So what you need to do there, and I would put your logo at the top of every slide. And that way, as you go through your slides, they keep seeing the name of your company. It's off to the left, but they keep seeing the name of your company. So that's just a suggestion. Make sure that this here remains the same as far as where it's positioned and also the size of the type. Now, one way of doing that, let's say I take this slide here and I just click on the slide, right click, copy, and then paste. I will get a duplicate of that slide above. So then what you could do is then just simply change this to maybe marketing plan or something like that. And then you could just change this. You might want to add a few more bullets as you go, that type of thing, whatever you'd like to do. But that's a quick and easy way to make sure that this title always stays in the same spot on your slide, and also this comes along with it, and you're using the same type of font and the bolding or whatever. So again, you can simply just click your last slide and modify. That's the easiest way to keep a standardized look on all of your slides. When you get into something like this, and some of you have quite lengthy stories, you need to convert this into something like that. So in this case, you have to pick out those key things and make them bullets. And to make them, well, I don't want a period here, so we want to take that out. So only put the key things out of here. So kind of run through here and say, what are the absolute key things I want to share with them? And those are the things you want there. And that way, when you're talking through these slides, remember, you only have 10 minutes to present your slides. So you don't want to put too much on there. Here I have joined U.S. Air Force, traveled to over 30 countries, learn aspect. What I could do is simply put up here 30 countries, and I will get rid of a bullet that way. I have fewer bullets to talk. So that way you can say something like, in my case, I joined the U.S. Air Force and I went to over 30 countries. I learned aspects of health from many cultures. So we want to keep breaking this down to you're only getting the key things you want. And make sure you have your photo there because it's your story. You're talking about it. So that's the key. The key is to break down things from your business model into smaller pieces. Next thing you're going to have is mission and structure. So that's your mission statement and legal structure. Here I've just gone mission/structure, tried to make the title really short. And then I have mission statement here and legal structure there. Now, the mission statement, mine was to help people of the world become healthy and happy in all aspects of life. So I found some pictures of happy people. Now, where do you find your pictures? A really good place to find pictures, and let me take you there, is a place called Pexels. www.pexels.com. And if you go there, those are copyright-free pictures you can use. And that gives you a lot of pictures. So if I typed in something like skincare, you're going to get a lot of different things that's going to show pictures of skincare. And these things you can use for free. They are copyright free and you can use them in your presentations. Almost anything you type in there, if I put in bear, we're going to get bears. So all these pictures are free except if they show you something like this. If they show you something, get 20% off, sponsored photos here, you can't use those. I suggest you have a photo on every page. A couple of photos, whatever it takes to represent what you're talking about. The next thing is product service. In my case, I had quite a few products, so I just used the term products. And then I had to go from all of this here and break it down. I had a lot of text in here, but you can talk the text, you know. Put as minimal on the screen as possible because people have a tendency to read your screen. And you don't want to have too much text where they get lost. You just want to have key points that you go through as quickly as you need to and still giving them a picture. Now, again, pictures are important. In my case, my products were an audiobook, audio CD set, YouTube videos, and branded merchandise. So I wanted to have them visually see that. That helps them understand your bullets. They're going to look at this stuff more than they're going to read the bullets. So it's important that we have pictures on everything. The next thing is services I wanted to put on there. So services, I'm talking about seminars and workshops, massage therapy group sessions, so on, life coaching, and we're talking about in-person and virtual. So I'm showing an in-person and virtual. So when I'm speaking about this, they would be able to have a visual. When I get into problems I'm solving are rising trends of poor health and premature death. Well, I really couldn't find any pictures that I would think would be suitable there because anything I used, it would take them maybe to a place that is disturbing to them because I don't know if they have somebody at home that's in poor health or just died or something like that. So I found this when I typed in health on the site I just showed you at Pexels. They had this, self-care isn't selfish. So when I say something like this, I could say, the problem I am solving are rising trends of poor health and premature death. And the key thing I'm going to do is try to get people to understand that self-care isn't selfish. So I'm going to show them how to prevent this. And so you have to make some decisions. What kind of photos do you think will be upbeat and the best for the judges? You can't put your entire presentation that you had in your business model in here, but you've got to get the key points. You've got to put those key points here as far as what you want to get across from your business model. That's your challenge. Your challenge is to break down all this text here into simplified key points that you can talk through and they're easy to understand and they're hitting the highlights of your business model. So you want to go to every aspect of your business model, but you don't want to have so much that it's overwhelming. And once you put it together, and also once you put together your video, send them to me just like we did with a business model so I can take a look and I can give you comments back. Now, the one thing to understand, we don't have a lot of time. We have 13 days, so you're going to have to get these things to me as soon as possible. You should have gotten a previous email from me about the videos, and make sure you go look at all those videos from last year. It's really important. Then read the article I gave you. That'll give you some tips. So once you get even a rough draft of your video, you're putting something together, you could even in the video say, Dr. K, here's what I'm thinking about doing or whatever. Send me your videos so we can send them back and forth. And again, we're trying to create the best possible video. We're trying to create the best possible presentation for your PowerPoint. So when you're in Lexington giving your 10-minute presentation, your PowerPoint rocks. So that's what we're headed for. So I wanted to get you this short video just to give you an idea of what you need to do and how you need to get that done.